Who wants to read their story out loud?
Just same spot?
Yeah,
So the second piece quite clearly when Paddy first puts it his arm.
that'll play nicely into, because obviously what we're missing is Paddy's last bit as he's arriving here in this bit too, so it should be the same setup for those two. And I think that role is going to be good enough for this show.
And there's all cameras there, directors. This is how we've strapped in. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And we have to be strapped in like this. But this is how what it's like from the start. Strap them in, head strap. It's quite stiff, but like, and then you've got like that. And then you've got your foot straps, your arms and your foot straps. There's only one cell that has been properly built in, but I'm not going to spoil alert. It's obviously Melanie's cell. Look at the dead bodies. Look at the dead bodies. And then all this is right out here. The dead bodies. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hungry! Hungry!
It's been quite a process to get to where we want with particularly the Hungries. There's such a different slant on the whole, I dread to say the zombie word, but there's such a different slant on it that it was kind of hard to know where to pitch it and hard to know what the look was going to be. So we started to look at lots of natural references. This was an art installation that was underwater in Mexico, but I kind of liked the idea of what it had done to, what it would do to skin. You see here that it's attacked this ant. It sort of gives like a crust over the top of them. These are the Anthony Gormley. What it's done to these over the years with sand and water. So this is definitely kind of big inspirations. The base children, where Melanie's from, where we first meet Melanie, had all their hair shaved off. So we had, I think, 20 children, boys and girls, who had their heads shaved, and their hair was donated to the Princess Trust, which makes wigs for children with cancer. Glenn, she wanted it to look like she'd cut her own hair, which was perfect for me because I think that's what Colm would have done. Again, it's a perfunctory thing. It's not about fashion. And when Sarah, who looks after her, started to cut her hair and did it well, as she would, Glenn said, "Oh no, like this," and started to chop bits of her own hair, and just kind of freely chopped her hair off, basically.
As they move through and do just a little step for this as well. You know? Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any way you can get that for pan left so it hits, it breaks along the actual water line? Action!
Follow it. Roll it! Yeah, I'm good.
Bang! And you just pull like that, yeah.
Ready, 3, 2, 1, bang. Bang. Bang.
That's a nice toothbrush, and that's good.
Here we go for rehearsal. Everyone good in the back there?
Bang, bang. Go Hungries!
Go. Yeah. I want to do that one down.
Yes, that's right.
My involvement today is working with those Hungries, getting the action right, getting the behaviour of the Hungries right, and also the consequences for Anthony, who's playing Dylan, what happens because he gets bitten, and how that infection then manifests itself before the next bit of drama, which I won't ruin for you, okay? Colm showed me a really great video of cats clicking. It's when they're sort of staring at animals through windows and sort of imagining eating them. They do this funny thing with her jaw. And Colm was very keen that we tried to replicate that in some way.
What we've basically got is we've got a scene here involving the Hungries and the actors pulling up in this vehicle over here on the left. We've got Sennia, who plays Melanie. We've had her on top of this military vehicle coming down this quite a steep hill actually. It's quite muddy and we've had to have it all put hardcore and made it so it can basically get down the hill. So we've done that this morning. Now we're into the actors coming out and going towards the river.
What we've just done in front of the lake is a test fire so that they're aware of the fact that there is no recoil, it is a blank round, and it just gives them a feeling for the weapon, so as the day progresses we make sure that things go smoothly rather than having any problems.
So I'm not thinking about my arms at all.
Nothing bad's going to happen, okay, it's totally safe. And they're a bit scary, but here you go. Action. Mark. Got it. Thank you. Don't forget to look at them for a minute when you first see them. Allow yourself to see them, yeah?
Go a little bit further down here, you don't mind.
S effects, can we get more Atmos in? Last mark. Thanks guys.
Yeah, well we've got from this end and kind of now we've moved down here.
So we've got Class A zombies, which are the ones you'll see in these chairs that are having the prosthetics on them. We've got about 30 altogether today. So we have about 4 each to do. And then Class Bs, which are all over there. I think there's 50 of those. Class As are more likely to be seen. So therefore we're just spending a bit more time putting the prosthetics on them.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. And
Just got them now.
Hi, Smarty Pants. Hope your cordyceps unilateralis. I still would kill you.
This is the exterior of Rosie, so we're shooting those scenes today, the final scenes in the movie. And looking at it, I guess I feel somewhat like Dave Gibbons told me that he felt when he saw the first rushes of Watchmen. I feel like somebody stuck a camera in my ear and filmed the inside of my head. The producers and the director, Colm, have really sort of gone out of their way to keep me involved in the process. I've been on set, been invited on set many times. It's been made clear to me that I can come and go as I want. They use me for rewrites. So for example, last week I was asked to brainstorm some headlines for the newspapers in the shop scene where Gallagher meets the feral children for the first time. So I was sitting on set sort of jotting down headlines on the back of an envelope.
The majority of the work is, for me anyway, is making Shirley and Dudley and the surrounding area and Birmingham look like London, which obviously needs a little work just to make you feel like you're there. I also did a second unit shoot in Ukraine where we had a drone team and went out into Pripyat, which is an abandoned city next to Chernobyl. We had a drone and we were flying over the top of these buildings, and although they're Eastern Bloc, Stalinist, very brutalist buildings, they looked pretty similar to the Goldfinger era council blocks that you see in London. So we figured with a bit of Victorian architecture that we could add to it, and then also some more well-known structures on the horizon, we could turn it into the London that we needed in this film. Come into my office. You have to make use of whatever you can find in this place, because you're not going to be given one. You know, this is perfect. I've always wanted my office to be in a blacked out taxi cab covered in mud and moss.
Yeah, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
So maybe like this one. To that bit earlier anyway, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long
Remember,
B marker. B marker.
okay, cameras are set.
All the time,
If that's that lady's position, she can step out. No, you're cautious, you're nervous. Yes, you're super cautious, super keen to get the heck out of here.
Hey!
3.
Hi, my name is Deb Close, and I'm a hungry, and this nice lady's gonna make me into one. My life's dream was to always be a zombie.
Oh, that's cool.
So I fulfilled it.
And here you are on set. What does it feel like?
Feels pretty good. Kind of speechless.
Oh, great.
Really, really like it.
You see, all of us will see you as we come around the corner.
I know, I'm so excited.
So I'm normally the other side doing the movement direction, helping everybody else get the movement right. So yeah, but I am a trained actor as well.
The moment they slam, you can move in. Okay, set. And action!
Go rooted to the ground, but then you have all that energy. Yes, of reaching and yes, those jaws going because you can smell the meat.
And
You're a puppet and the strings have been cut.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if she then might start a dialogue, Sennia, just a tiny bit earlier, if that suits you. Yeah. Just as soon as I put her in, like almost as I'm going to hit the button. So let's run the dialogue for us again. Hot chocolate on a day like this, my friend. You want a nice lemonade or something?
You don't want to be looking this.
Hey, it's Vale here. So, you like horror movies? Me too. Well, let's take a look at what is coming up this year for the horror genre. First up, there is 10 Cloverfield Lane. J.J. Abrams is behind this mysterious thriller from director Dan Trachtenberg. Mary Elizabeth Winstead stars in the movie alongside John Goodman and John Gallagher Jr. Unlike Cloverfield, this is not a found-footage thriller and centers around Winstead's character who, waking up from a car accident, finds herself in the basement of a man who says he saved her life from a chemical attack that has left the outside uninhabitable. Interesting. Next, I've got The Conjuring 2 Enfield Poltergeist. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga return as the Warrens in this follow-up to the 2013 horror blockbuster The Conjuring. Original director James Wan returns for another thrilling tale that is sure to be one of this summer's scariest movies. The Conjuring 2 is in theaters on June 10. I can't wait for this. Lastly, there is The Purge 3 Election Year. Frank Grillo is back to reprise his role as a sergeant in this next installment of The Purge. The Purge Election Year reveals the next terrifying chapter that occurs over 12 hours of annual lawlessness sanctioned by the new founders of America. It looks like another blockbuster smash hit, opening in cinemas July 1. Okay, so there you have it. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on these movies, and I will leave you with our horror movie playlist so you can watch all the trailers. Bye!